So, good evening, everyone. We have gathered here to study the first poetry of your class 8, that is the power of music. First, I'm going to give you all the meanings, everything of the poem, and then we're going to understand it word by word. All right. So, this poem is basically written by, if you will say here, Sukumar Ray, and it is translated by Professor Sukanta Chaudhary. Okay. So what is this poem all about? It is about a person, Bhishma Lochan Sharma, okay, who always used to, sing. And have you heard about Jian? Have you seen Jian?
Yes, ma'am.
How many of you have
Yes,
seen
ma'am.
Jian? Everybody has seen Jian. He was
Yes,
just
ma'am.
like Jian, okay?
Yes.
Yes, he was just like Jian, okay? He used to sing so badly that everybody was having a problem with him, okay? So everybody was having a problem with him. He was just like a Jian. Understood? Is that clear? Everyone.
Yes, ma'am.
So let us
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
understand,
ma'am.
and we'll go line by line, we'll go word by word. Just tell me if the screen is visible to all. It is?
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
it
ma'am,
is
it's
This is the
visible.
visible.
page of your textbook only. Okay. So I'm just going to read a poem for you. Okay. It is written by Sukumar Ray. Okay. And basically, it's a hilarious poem in which it's about a person who relentlessly singing, and basically his voice is so pathetic, and he has a very noisy voice. Okay. Nobody used to like nobody used to like his singing, but everybody used to hear it. Okay. And then one day animals decided to take revenge from him. Okay. So let's read the poem, understand. When summer comes, we hear the hums of Bhishma Lochan Sharma. Now this Bhishma Lochan Sharma is who that we are talking about. Bhishma Lochan Sharma is a person. He is just like a Jian. Okay. He used to sing pathetically bad. Okay. So he was that person that we have already talked about. Is that clear? So now he said that you catch his strain on hill and plain from Delhi down to Burma. Okay. What is the meaning of strain? Here, strain refers to the music. Okay. It refers to the music that is being sung or played. Uski jo voice thi, it comes on hill and it comes from plain down to Burma. We'll understand it line by line. First, let's read the poem. He sings as though he's staked his life. He sings as though he's hell-bent. What's the meaning of hell-bent? Hell-bent means somebody who is very much determined. Okay. What's the meaning of hell-bent? Hell-bent basically means a person who is very much determined in doing something. Okay. Despite knowing that that thing involves a lot of risk. Even knowing that thing, if a person is keeping on doing something, he is actually doing something which is called as hell-bent. Means he was very adamant. He was knowing the repercussions of this, but still he continues to sing in the pathetic sound. People dazed means people were like very much, they think, they were very confused. Dazed basically means they were very confused. And they retire amazed, although they know it's well meant. They were very confused. Everybody was so confused here. Okay. Because of his singing, he sings so pathetically that his singing was just very, very, you know, bad. And everybody used to dislike it, but still people used to hear it. They are trampled in panic, rout, or languish. What's the meaning of trampled here? Trampled basically means when you step on something, crush something, and the people were running away from that place because they do not like his singing, right? So everybody was so much, suffering, but people, they decided to let go it. Now, what is the meaning of rout here? Rout basically means a chaotic situation. Whenever Jian used to sing, everybody used to run away. So similarly, people are also running away. Can you see this? People are also running away when hearing when they were hearing his singing. In languish, pale and sickly. What's the meaning of languish here? They were forced to suffer. Zabardasti, he used to sing and people used to listen, and that's making them pale and sickly. Music is a beautiful language. We feel refreshed after listening to music. But in this case, everybody was feeling sick. Everybody was feeling pale and sickly. Means they were not feeling healthy. They were feeling sick. सब लोग बीमार हो गए थे after hearing such pathetic music. Is that clear to everyone? Okay. And plead, my friend, we are near our ends. Oh, stop you singing quickly. Now everybody used to say, Bhai, please, we're going to die after listening to the such pathetic sound. Please stop your singing. Otherwise, we're going to die. Everybody used to say like this to him. Okay. Is that clear till here? We're going to read it again, but Abhi, whatever I'm telling you, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Coming on the second page, the bullock carts are overturned and horses line the roadside. Overturned basically means the bullock carts, they are upside down after hearing such pathetic music. Even the bullock carts are upside down. They all were topsy and tumble on the road. And the horses lined the roadside. The horses were not moving. They were lining the roadside. They were not moving. But Bhishma Alochan, unconcerned, goes becoming out his broadside. Basically means that booming his broadside means very loudly he used to sing, and he used to have an aggressive attack of words. Broadside basically means when you are having an aggressive attack of words, you're singing, singing, singing. Nobody used to listen to you. Everybody is feeling sick after listening to you, but still you are singing, "Main hu jaan, main hu bada taakatwar," and like that. You know, the very, very pathetic. It was very, very. What you say? What you can say? Your sound is like ear piercing. It's very, very blaring. You're sounding like that. But nobody used to be worried about that. Like everybody used to be feeling sick about it. But Bhishma was just unconcerned. He kept on singing. He kept on singing. The wretched brutes resent the blare, the hour they hear it sounded. The wretch basically means the people who are feeling sick after listening to Bhishma. What they were doing? They were feeling sick after listening to him, and what they did? They were very much confused and they resent. What's the meaning of resent? Basically, you can write it down also. Resent basically means you're feeling angry about something. People were very angry about it. Why this person is singing? He doesn't know how to sing. Then why the hell he is singing? But everybody used to suffer when Bhishma Lochan Sharma used to sing. Everybody suffers. Is that clear? The wretch basically means when you are ill, you are unhappy. Brutes basically means the violent person. Okay, resent the blare, the hour they heard it sounded. They whine and stare with feet, air and wonder quite confounded. Yahan par we are talking about animals. They are whining, they are shouting. What's the meaning of whine? It's a high-pitched complaining sound. We must have seen our dogs, they used to whine, woo, like that, whenever they're not happy, or whenever they're showing their aggressiveness, or when they're not happy about something. Okay, they're just complaining about something, they always used to whine, woo, woo, like that. So the animals were whining, they were stare their feet in the air and wonder quite confounded. They were very confused and annoyed. The whole town was confused and annoyed. Even the animals were. The fishes dived below the lake in frantic search for silence. Even the fishes were going down in the lake. They do not want to hear the sound of Bhishma Lochan Sharma. They were just going down. Frantic basically means they were very worried that whether they're going to find a silent place or not, whether they're going to relax or not. Because Bhishma Lochan Sharma, what he was doing, he was just singing, bah, bah, bah. He was just singing like that, blaring sound, very loud sound, and not melodious at all. So everybody was finding an escape place. Fishes were going down in the ocean, down in the lakes, and for searching what? For searching silence. The trees, the very trees collapse and shake. You hear a crash a mile hence. Means even when he started singing, the trees were falling down. It is such a bad sound. Okay. And the sky. And in the sky, the feathered fly turned turtle while they are winging. Basically, the feathered fly, basically the birds, they turned upside down. Turtle means they turned upside down while they are winging, while they are flying. Everybody is just falling down on the ground because they hear the unmelodious, the very loud and grumpy sound of Bhishma Lochan Sharma. Okay, very irritating sound of Bhishma Lochan Sharma. Again, we cry. Now everybody is crying. We are going to die. Oh, won't you stop your singing? Now they are asking, oh, please, Bhishma Lochan Sharma, please stop your singing, otherwise we're going to die. But Bhishma was just unconcerned about it. But Bhishma soared beyond our reach. However, we plead and grumble. However, we plead and grumble means we cried, we complained bitterly, please, 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 please don't sing. And we requested him. But Bhishma just started singing. "Ah, ah, ah." He just started singing like that. The Welkin weeps to hear his screech and mighty mansions stumble. What is the meaning of Welkin? Welkin basically means the sky. The sky is also crying. Please, Bhishma, stop singing. Okay? To hear his screech, he was just shouting. He was just shouting like that. And the sky is also crying. And mighty mansions tremble. Mansion means a large building. Even the buildings were shaking. Okay? Because he was such an unmelodious and a loud person. Nobody used to like his singing. And everybody was suffering in silence. But now there comes the Billy goat. Billy matlab kya hota hai? What is the meaning of Billy? Male goat. Now that male goat decided to take a revenge. Okay, the most sagacious fellow. What's the meaning of sagacious fellow? Sagacious means somebody who is very wise, somebody who is very intelligent. Okay, now he decided that I'm going to take revenge in part of everybody because this Bhishma Lochan Sharma is actually bothering them. Okay, this Bhishma Lochan Sharma was actually disturbing everyone. Okay, so he decided to take a revenge. And what he did? He downed his horn and charged straight with billow answering bellow. Basically means he was just, he actually put his, जो भी उसके horns थे, he put it towards and charged. He actually hurt, he actually hurted Bhishma Lochan Sharma. And what happened? The strains of songs were tossed and whirled by the blast of brutal violence. And who did the brutal violence? The Billy goat. The male goat decided that I'm going to toss him away. I'm going to throw him away out of this because he's doing what? He's disturbing everyone. He is disturbing everyone. So I will be throwing this person out of this place. And Bhishma Lochan grants the world the golden gift of silence. Now everybody was having a problem with him. Okay, everybody was having a problem with him, and who decided to take a revenge? The goat decided to take a revenge from Bhishma Lochan Sharma. And what did he do? He actually tossed him with his horns. Uske jo horns the, he actually tossed Bhishma Lochan Sharma with his horns. He actually pushed him away, and there was a blast of brutal violence. Brutal means very cruel तरीके से उसको he hurted them. He hurted him. And Bhishma Lochan Sharma grants the world the golden gift of silence. Now that Bhishma Lochan Sharma was silent forever. He was not talking, he was silent forever. Is that clear to everyone? Let's just go on the other explanation file that I've prepared so that you will understand it better. Okay? Let's just go through it once. Is that clear to everyone? I'm explaining it again, don't worry. Listen to me. What's the meaning of world? Where is it? Can you please tell me? Can you please tell me the line? Just a second, let me see. Okay, okay, okay. It's on which page that you're asking? Just a second. On page 12. Okay. The bullock carts are overturned and horses line the roadside, but Bhishma Lochan Sharman concern goes booming out on the roadside. The wretched brutes resent the player the art, they hear it sounded, they whine and stare the feet of wonder. And the second last line. Okay. The strain of songs are tossed and whirled by a blast of violence. The strain of song basically means what? Like what was happening? It was actually that he was singing a very, very loud song. Okay, he was singing a very, very loud song. So the strains of song, he was singing a song, and he was tossed and whirled with a blast of violence. And who did that? Billy Goat. The male goat did what? He actually thrown him away with his horns. He tossed him away, and it was just he was just moving like this. Have you seen have you seen something like this? Like this? He was whirling and he was thrown away from this place with his horns. That goat was there who actually hit him with the horns, and that person was going tumbling, tumbling, and was going away with a blast of brutal violence. This is how it happened. Is that clear to everyone? Okay,
Yes,
let's
ma'am.
let's move on to the other.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's move on to the other explanation. We'll understand that thing also. Okay, so I'm just telling you again. Bhishma Lochan Sharma, he sings during summer season. I'm going line by line. Okay, you can open your book for reference, and I'm going line by line. Okay, when the summer comes, we hear the hums of Bhishma Lochan Sharma. What is the meaning of hums? When you're singing kind of in the low noise, you're singing something. Okay, so Bhishma Lochan Sharma sings during summer season, and his songs can be heard from hill to plain and from Delhi to Burma. Means everywhere people are talking about Bhishma Lochan Sharma because he sings very badly. Okay. Bhishma Lochan Sharma sings as if he has put his life at stake, or in other words, risked his life. He also sings as if he is determined to sing regardless of what might happen. He doesn't care about anybody. He doesn't care for anything on his way. Just goes on singing. Nobody used to like of his singing. Everybody used to be bothered because of his singing, but he was not worried about it. He was singing and he doesn't care about anyone. Now they are trampled in panic and start running about in a disorganized way, trying to escape from the song of Bhishma. Okay. Now everybody was running away here and there, finding an escape place. Okay. They were finding an escape place. Like they were actually finding, looking for a place to hide themselves because they were tired about listening this stupid song. And the people on the road were awestruck when Bhishma Lochan started singing. And everybody was like, oh my God, again he started singing. And nobody used to like it. They are trampled in panic. They are just running, crushing everything. They're just running away from that place where the Bhishma started singing and start running about in disorganized way, trying to escape from the strain of Bhishma song. Nobody wants to listen. They were closing their ear and they were running. They were finding a place to escape. They plead him, stop his singing immediately or else we will die. Everybody requested, Bhishma, please, fear God. Please have some mercy on us. Stop singing. We don't want to listen to you. And if we listen to you, we will die because you are a pathetic singer. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
He was not even affecting animals, also were affected, equally affected by Bhishma song. Matlab, not only humans have effect of his song, but also animals were feeling pathetic about it. Okay, Bhishma songs do not have their effect on the humans, but also on animals. Animals also were like, oh God, again he started singing, we need to rush. The bullock carts were overturned, means they were upside down. It was such a pathetic song that whenever anybody used to listen to it, they were like, oh, we are going to die. The bullock carts were overturned, the horses knee in panic. Have you heard the horses when they knee, when they make sound in panic? Okay, so they were making sounds. Everybody was in panic. Animals were running over that place, and even humans are finding place to escape so that they won't be able to listen to Bhishma's song. But Bhishma passes by unconcerned. He was singing, ooh, 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 and was singing, and he was moving. And everybody used to run away from him. Similarly, like Jian used to sing, and everybody used to run away. Right? The poor animals start screaming in annoyance the moment his singing starts. Poor animals, they were screaming, oh, again, this Bhishma started singing, we need to run away from here. Even the fishes dive deep into the lake in search of peace. Even the fishes were not very comfortable hearing the sound of Bhishma, and they were just going down in the lake so that they will not be able to hear the sound of Bhishma Lochan Sharma. Is that clear till here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The
Yes,
moment
ma'am.
Bhishma starts singing, the trees collapse and shake, and their crash can be heard far away. Basically, when Bhishma started singing, everything collapsed. Everything started falling down. Even the trees. Have you seen trees? Trees are deeply rooted inside the earth. It is very, very impossible to uproot a tree which is actually there in the soil. But even the trees were collapsing and they were shaking. Everything is crashing when they hear Bhishma sound. The birds in the sky flip over. Now the birds are also falling down. Can you imagine birds falling down? They are meant to fly. But when they hear the blaring sound of Bhishma, ear-piercing melody, it was an ear-deafening sound, very loud and very ugly and very pathetic sound, not very melodious. So they were also falling down. They were also flipping down. Okay, and all of them requested him to stop singing, or else they all will die. Okay, they all would die. That is what. Is that clear to everyone?
Ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
No matter how much the people, animals, and birds were pleading Bhishma, the latter continued to sing. Means Bhishma was just unaware about everything and he started singing. Meh, 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 hujat. He started singing like that. Then comes the male goat who is described as sagacious fella. Means he was the wise person, male goat, okay, Billy goat. So he decided, okay, fine, I'm going to take revenge from this person. I'm going to take revenge on everybody's part because he has actually made our life very terrible. So I'm going to, push this person aloud. I'm just going to throw this person. And what he did, he understands the torture which was caused by the song of Bhishma. He was very clever and has a clear knowledge and understanding of the world that Bhishma is actually bothering everyone. Everyone wants to run away from the place where Bhishma is actually starting singing. When he started singing, everybody wants to find a place to relax because they are so much bothered, they are so much affected by the pathetic singing of Bhishma. Therefore, he decides to teach Bhishma a lesson in life. So, what was the lesson for his life? And thereby end this raucous. Raucous means loud noise. Okay. He wants Bhishma to shut up his mouth and please live silently. So the goat charges Bhishma with his horns, and thus the latter turns silent for life. The goat actually hurted him with his, you can say, horns. Have you seen horns of goat? Sing. So that
Yes,
horns
ma'am.
Yes,
actually,
ma'am.
and then Bhishma was all silent. He was like, oh
Yes.
my, I was actually being kicked by a goat, and I was being hurt by the goat and his horns. So he decided to be silent for the rest of his life. And latter turned silent. Who's the latter here? Bhishma. Now Bhishma turns silent for life. Is that understandable? Like, are you getting it? Do you understand? Hmm.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, there's one phrase in the poem which is very important, with bellow answering bellow. Okay, what does it mean? Means eye for an eye. What does it mean? Basically, when you do something the other person is doing in order to respond to him, what do? In other words, you reply someone in the same way or the action the other person, she or he does. So in the poem, goat replies Bhishma in the same violent way as Bhishma was bothering people. So he also decided to take a revenge in the same manner. Okay, he also decided to choose violence. Bhishma was choosing violence with his words, and God decided to choose violence with his horns. And he decided to push him away. He decided to throw him away out of that place. So he decided to answer Bhishma in the same way. So bellow answering bellow basically means an eye for an eye. Whatever you are doing, you are getting the same thing in return. That is the meaning of this line. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Any doubts anybody is having? Because we have done with the we are done with the poem. So anybody is having any
No,
problem,
ma'am.
any line, any word that you have not understood, please and please let me know. Sorry. Yes, any problem anybody is facing, any word that you have not understood, please let me know. Yeah. Resent basically means it is on page number 1, like page number 11. Resent basically means you can say, um, Where is it? On page 12 it is there. Resent basically means when you feel angry about, yeah, page 12 it is. So when you're feeling angry about something and you cannot do anything about it, you are resented, you are full of anger, but you cannot do anything about it, so you feel resented. That's the meaning of resent. Is that clear? Yes, figure of speech. Frantic basically means extremely worried. The fishes, they were diving deep into the lake so that they will find silence. Extremely searching for something, extremely worried. Oh, will we get silence? Because will we get silence and will we get some place to relax? Because this Bhishma has actually made our life pathetic. So nobody was actually, nobody was actually relaxing because of this pathetic person. Okay. Page number 12, the whole page number 12 again. I have already explained, Aditya. I will put this recording, so in case you have missed anything, you can go through this. Okay? Yeah, I will put this recording on the classroom or on your, not your classroom, your end tags. So you can just refer to it if you have any problem. Okay? Yeah, sure. So let us discuss with the question answers over here, everybody. So please open page number 13 if it's not, like if something is not, no doubts are there. So we have 10 minutes. So let us discuss the question answers. You can jot down. Okay, whenever you have any doubt, you can jot down your answers meanwhile. So first thing is that write the words from the poem that means same as. Okay. So first word that is there is extremely stubborn and determined to do something. I've already told you the meaning of this is hell bent. Okay. What is the meaning of this? Hell bent. Hellbent. Heel name it. Hell. Hell-bent. Hell bent. Okay. You want me to write down? I will just write down for you. Yeah. Can you see the screen? Is it visible?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes.
So first one is hell. Sorry. First one is hell and hellbent. Is that clear? Now coming on the second word. Second word is that sudden feeling of fear or worry. What is the sudden feeling of fear or worry? That is when you are panicking. Panic is the word. Panic is the word. First and second. Third word is third word is make a high loud sound. When you make a high loud sound, that is called as blare. That is called as blare. Okay. The next one is in an urgent manner. In an urgent manner, you are searching something, that is called as frantic. What it is called as frantic. And the fifth one is fall to the ground. Fall to the ground means you are tumble when you are falling on the ground. Is that clear? So hellbound, hellbent, panic, blare, frantic, and tumble. Is that clear to everyone? Okay. Now
Yes,
the
ma'am.
now the first question is, how far does Bhishma Lochan voice carry? So the very first line of the poem, his voice far and wide, it was going to the hills and plains and from Delhi to Burma. Okay, where was his voice going? Shall I clear this? Okay. So where was his voice going? It was going from hills,
From
Delhi to Burma, hills to plains. Okay, hills to plains and Delhi to Burma. Is that clear? Done? Okay. What was the second answer? List three things that happened as a result of Bhishma Lochan singing. So Bhishma Lochan, when he was singing, what are the three things that happened? First one, what happened? Can you
Ma'am,
please?
birds fall down.
Very
Ma'am,
good.
birds fall down from the
Birds are
sky.
falling down. First is people were confused. People were dazed. They were confused. Second thing was what happened? Bullock carts were overturned. Ulta ho gaye the bullock carts. Okay. So second thing was the bullock carts were, the bullock carts were overturned. And also the fishes, remember the fishes? Actually, one thing you should remember whenever we talk about fish and whenever we talk about fishes, what is the difference? Fish basically means even if they're of same kind and they're plural in number. Suppose there are 5 fish of same variety. We will call them fish. But if there are 3 fish of different varieties, we will call them fishes. So if they're of same variety, then we will call them fish, even they are plural. And even there are three, but we have different varieties, so we will call them fishes. Is that clear to everyone? So this is a small thing that you
Yes,
should remember. Okay. So fishes, they what they did? Fishes actually dive deeper. They dive deeper. Why? To search for to search for silence. To search for
Ma'am, can we let the birds fall down from the
yeah,
sky?
you can. There are a lot of things that happened. I just gave you the three examples. You can write down any other examples also. You can talk about birds also. They were turtling down, right? Birds are meant to fly, but after hearing Bhishma Lochan Sharma, everybody was falling down. Even the people just started falling down. They told that we will die if you will not stop singing. Okay. The sky was weeping. You can also write down the sky was weeping. Sky was also crying, please stop singing, otherwise we all die, right? So how is the weather affected by Bhishma Lochan singing? Can you please tell me? When Bhishma Lochan Sharma started singing, the sky is also crying. Remember? So you can write down started, the sky started weeping. Okay, the sky started weeping. This is the third. Now, why do you think the people pleas are not heard? When people were requesting, why it was not heard? What do you think? Because Bhishma, Bhishma was very loud, okay, and he overlooked what? That other people are requesting him to stop singing, and he overlooked everything. He was not bothered about anyone. He was not bothered about anyone. That if the people are facing problem, not about people, everybody was facing problem. People were facing problem, animals were also disturbed, even the birds were disturbed, fishes were disturbed, right? Everything, even the sky was crying. So everything was disrupted. Is that clear to everyone? Next answer was like, which two instances of the poem are the funniest according to you? What do you think is the funniest one? I think when the goat chases Bhishma, that is the funniest one. I will just kick you away from this place. Don't you think that is the funniest one?
Yes, ma'am.
And when
yes,
people
ma'am.
told him
Ma'am,
that please stop singing, otherwise we will die. That is the funniest. Nobody dies after listening to song, but it was such a pathetic sound that they were actually thinking that we're going to die. So two stanzas, like two instances that you can write down here were about people, and you can also tell about that Billy Goat. It was very funny according to me. Billy Goat incidents. Yes. Do you think the same? Yes. Okay.
Yes,
yes,
ma'am.
yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, but coming on the next reference to type context question. So the question is, who is Bhishma Lochan? What do you think? Who is Bhishma Lochan? Bhishma Lochan is just like Jian that I told you, right? So Bhishma was a very funny character. He was a very funny character. Yes, agreed. Who loves to sing. You can also write who loves to sing. Who loves to sing. He was a funny character who loves to sing. Now, what does the poet mean by booming out his broadcast? What is the meaning of broadside? What is the meaning of booming out his broadside? Means he was very aggressive. He was having a very aggressive boom, boom, boom. मतलब he was having a very aggressive sort of singing. Booming मतलब क्या होता है? Very aggressive singing. So he was singing aggressively. Boom, 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 like that. Okay. What is the meaning of what concerns should Bhishma Lochan have according to the poet? What concerns should Bhishma Lochan have according to the poet? What do you think? Actually, we all are told to be gentle, right? But Lochan Sharma was like he was unaffected by how people were feeling, so he should have concern about his fellow members also, right? His fellow companions. He should be little kind.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, he was cruel and brutal.
He was cruel and brutal. But what do you think he should have been? उसके वो पूछा है कि what concern should Bhishma Lochan have according to poet? He should be kind towards other people, animals, right? Okay, he should be kind with other animals and like that. And what does the mean unconcerned basically means? Unconcerned means somebody who is not concerned about others, that how others are feeling. Okay, so we have discussed one question, C1 that we have discussed, rest we will continue tomorrow. That is all for today. If you have any problem you can ask, otherwise this meeting is going to end. I'm going to post the recording of this meeting so that you can refer if in case you have any doubt. Once you come back on Monday, we're going to revise everything again. Is that clear? The poetic devices are left. I'm
Yes,
going to
ma'am.
discuss it. Okay.
Ma'am, is there class tomorrow on Sunday?
Yeah, tomorrow we will have a class. We will finish this